Okay, start again. Okay, welcome back to e-learning class again, right? So we're going to continue our class again. Okay, this is a review lesson, but teacher have already reviewed it for you, right? You see? Okay, this is our review one more, but teacher have already reviewed for you. We move to our new lesson. We talk about vocab, right? Okay. You know reason? Do you know reason? Auxiliary verb, you know already? Where, when, how, place, why, auxiliary verb, reason, happiness. Mean that feeling about show, of course, pleasure, satisfaction, station. You know, station is a place like bus station, police station, right? Do you know police station? You know train station? See how? Okay, the first vocab to talk about where, when. Okay, how? You know already, like place, why. Okay, auxiliary verb you have already learned before, right? A reason យើងជាភាសាខ្មែរយើងបកថាហេតុផល happiness សុភមង្គល station ស្ថានីយ៍ gallery a gallery is a room or building that you use for show or work of art ណាកន្លែងយើងធ្វើអីមួយណាតាក់ទងទៅនឹងសិល្បៈណាតោះណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងតោះយើងត្រឡប់ទៅមុខទៀតភាសាពាក្យនេះ where ទីកន្លែងមានថា where កន្លែងណា when ពេលណា how របៀបណា place ទីកន្លែង why ហេតុអ្វីណា auxiliary verb យើងស្គាល់ហើយតោះឥឡូវយើងទៅមួយចំនួនទៀតនេះ Okay, this is some vocabulary that related to our lesson, but teacher want to ask you first. This one is what are we talking about? We're talking about HWA question. This is we use to ask a question in English. You see? What, when, where, how, whose, which, why, and how a lot. What is that? What is it? What happens? What do you want? What is going on? What is the stories? When can we eat? Whose car is those car is that? When are you busy? When does it begins? Who is he? How are you? Whose is this? Which is mine? Where is are you? Why do you ask? Why do you lie? How you're cold? Whose idea is it? And how was your day? This is all the question that we make for to ask each other to get the answer, right? Okay, I hope you can practice it. Okay, this is our new lesson. So how do we use it? You can see. For the first one, 20. We use WA question in our lesson only for where, when, why, and how. So how do we use them in our lesson? Hello, Lida. Hello, Rasmi. Hello, Watana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, យើងសល់តែ10នាទីចុងក្រោយខ្ញុំដឹងថាយើងប្រៀបគាត់អត់ទេណាបាទចាប់ផ្ដើមអញ្ចឹងលឿនតិចណាអត់ចាំទេហើយយើងអត់បាន practice exercise ទេដោយសារ exercise យើងសម្រាប់ថ្ងៃស្អែកណា where, when, why, how are a question នេះគឺជាសំណួរដែលគេប្រើសម្រាប់នៅក្នុងទម្រង់ simple present គេប្រើរបៀបម៉េច a word that use like this ណែ where how do we use where? We use where to ask about place. You see សិង្ហៅ វិដាទីកន្លែង place នឹងបកថាម៉េចទីកន្លែងវឌ្ឍនៈតោះណា where is my he's at home គាត់នៅផ្ទះ mine ណាគាត់នៅផ្ទះអញ្ចឹង where ហ្នឹងគឺនិយាយអំពីទីកន្លែង modify about place. When, so how do we use when? We use when to ask about time and that. You see? See how? When we use to ask about About what? Time.
About place or time.
Time and that. Okay, turn back tomorrow. I will ask you about this. Okay. Why? So how do we use why? We use why to ask about the reason. You know what is mean reason? That did you have so on the vocabulary? What is mean reason? Had Paul. Reason. So why you do this? Why you do that? So this is a reason. I do this because I want to get this. I want to make this. Yes, this is the reason. You see? Why? Nah? Is Mary taking a taxi? Why is Mary taking a taxi? Because her car isn't work. Nah? ដោយសារតែឡានរបស់នាងអត់ដំណើរការទើបគាត់ហៅតាក់ស៊ីយកមកជិះណាស្គាល់ហើយប៉ុណ្ណឹង Okay, something. Okay, one more. The last is how. We use how to ask in what way? What way? How? What way? You know the way how you do this, the way how you do that. How how can I do this one? You see, example. Look at example. How did he get to Britain? តើគាត់ទៅ Britain នឹងតាមរបៀបបែបណាដែរណាធ្វើម៉េចបានគាត់ទៅដល់ Britain? He went by train. You can go by train. Nah? He asked the way to go anywhere by himself, but he doesn't know how to get there. You see? So now they tell him about how to get there, right? How to be there. Yeah. Also how to ask about people help or happening. Yeah. The extra people. They can use how to ask about people. You see, like about people health or people have happiness, right? Example, look at here. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Yes, this one. Point one have done. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 in point one. Move to point two. Point two have only 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. We form a question with where, when, why, and how, like this. In a question with be, we put the subject after to be. We put WA question why, what, when, where, how before the verb to be. And if you use WA question with verb to be in the sentence, in the simple sentence, you see, why, where, why, yeah, you see. Why is Paul angry? Where are they? Why is he here? Yeah, you see, a lot reason. Point two. You see in point two, in a question with an auxiliary verb will, is, are, can, must, extra more. We put the subject after the auxiliary verb. We put the subject of auxiliary verb. Yeah. Auxiliary verb like can, like when, like to be, like have, like, and it's more. We put after the WA question and then we put the subject. You see in the form. Yeah, look at the form. WA question, verb, auxiliary verb, subject, and simple verb. You see, you can see this one. Why are they leaving? How will she get there? When will you phone? This is the form. Yeah, move form again. And thisយើងឲ្យឈ្មោះថា WA question ប្រយ័ត្នអត់ស្គាល់បញ្ជាក់ម្ដងទៀតនេះអាទាំងអស់នេះគេហៅថាអីគេពេលយើងចិត្តអស់ណាចេះសុំសូតិចហើយអាហ្នឹងគេឲ្យឈ្មោះថា WA question why, what, when, where, how ហ្នឹងប្រយ័ត្នចេះសួរដឹងស្អែក Sing how I will ask tomorrow what is why, when, where, how. All of them we call WA question, that we use it in the next question sentence to make a question, that we put it before the subject or before the verb to be or auxiliary verb. Okay, the one that's my the last one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, for example នៅក្នុងទំព័រទី17នេះគេឲ្យមើល unit 17 You can see in unit 17. In the question, in the question, we present simple or past simple ណានៅក្នុងអតីតកាលធម្មតាឬក៏បច្ចុប្បន្នកាលធម្មតាគេធ្វើម៉េច we put the form of do before the subject ណា okay do or does is an auxiliary verb or special verb that we use in the sentence but we put WA question before you know before ពីមុខណា before like where why where ណា the form of it WA question នេះឡើយ WA question ណា WA question plus tạo số cắt WA question WA question plus do plus subject do or does កន្លែងហ្នឹង do or does or did ណា did គេបញ្ជាក់ឲ្យ past tense subject plus verb ណា simple verb ហើយចុងក្រោយនេះយើងអាចដាក់ថា objective វិញយ៉ាងទៀតមក you can use objective in this អាចជា objective ចឹងទៅ example where does live why did you phone the police why did sorry where did he live this is our lesson today to talk about WA question okay you will know about WA question so what is WA question mean in our lesson today we use WA question here why what when where how to make a question to ask someone like so ask about what we use where to ask about place we use when to ask about time or that we use why to ask about reason នឹងបកថាហេតុផលហ្នឹងណា reason mean why you do this why you do that and the last one how we use how in the question to ask about the way what you are going to do the way what are you going to do តើអ្នកនឹងធ្វើអ្វីតើធ្វើរបៀបម៉េចនៅក្នុងរបៀបហ្នឹងណាអញ្ចឹងចូលបញ្ជាក់កន្លែងនេះsẽដាក់តិចមក WA question ហ្នឹងមកកុំឲ្យវាច្រឡំគេអាហ្នឹង form វាយើងអាចកត់ទុកណាកន្លែងហ្នឹងយើងអាចចូលមើលវីដេអូកត់ទុកក៏បានដែរនេះ objective ជា objective ណាយើងអាចយកទៅកត់ទុកខ្លួនឯងយើងដល់ម៉ោងហើយណាអស់ម៉ោងហើយយើងដាច់ zoom ជើអត់នេះទេណាយើងសល់1នាទីចុងក្រោយយើងដាច់ zoom ណាមានសំណួរអីហ៎រ៉េស្មី
No, sir.
Okay Lida
No, sir.
okay I hope you practice with your exercise tomorrow okay teacher want to show you about Singha do you have any question
No, sir.
okay so now I want you back and I will tell you about some exercise if you do not understand but our Zoom will end but I'm not sure when okay this is a quick first practice with exercise A put the word in bracket to in the right order to make a question example number 1 you can see number 2 B put where when why how you put why when sorry where when